His team includes 8 London-born players, and Terry Venables has gone for experience at fullback, where Terry Fenwick and Ian Gillard are recalled. The suspension of John Gregory is obviously a blow, but Tony Curry at number 7, a vastly experienced midfield player, and number 10, Simon Stainrod, has scored 20 goals this season. West Brom have 4 survivors from that 1978 semi-final. One of them, Derek Statham, was past fit last night. But the big surprise is in midfield, where England B player Gary Owen is dropped to substitute, and Steve McKenzie is recalled for his 4th Cup semi-final in only 2 seasons. 2 with Manchester City last year, 2 with West Brom this year. Last year's Cup final referee, Keith Hackett from Sheffield. The atmosphere on semi-final day at once tense and yet festive, as Nicky Cross gets Albion going. They're in the stripes, playing from the right, and Rangers today are wearing red shirts. It's Flanagan down the left for them. So first division against second, and here's Cyril Regis, who will battle it out with Bob Hazel. And Andy King, a former Queen's Park Rangers player, will be keen to do well today against the club he left earlier this season. Stainrod, Curry, Regis. He's the man they fear. That was Flanagan. Bound to be a few nerves. Steve McKenzie looking for King. Now Cross. Statham. King inside. Is he offside? He must be. Glenn Roeder at the back for Queen's Park Rangers. Very accomplished player on the ball, who likes to bring it out of defence like that. Gillard is up as well. Here's Flanagan. Gillard still with the attack. Brendan Batson. Also on that side of the field, Romeo Zondervan, player that Albion signed from 20 Enschede in Holland, and he's playing his first English FA Cup tie today. Roeder. Curry takes over. Gillard out on the left again. In the middle, Flanagan going near post. Gary Waddock. Allen pulling away and hooking it in, meant for Flanagan. And the Albion captain comes across. 35 years old, John Weil, in his testimonial season. It's Gary Micklewhite with the throw for Rangers. And now it's Regis. Foul by Fenwick. And the referee wants to stamp down early on that kind of trip. Terry Fenwick will be booked. Cyril Regis, the player, fouled, trying to pick up pace. And Fenwick, who was sent off controversially at Rotherham last week after an incident with Emlyn Hughes, is now cautioned early in this semi-final. Hazel. Ali Robertson coming through. Bennett. Regis. Bennett couldn't get out the way. Micklewhite for Rangers. This is Stainrod. And still. It was Bennett to cross. Mackenzie to his right, so too is Zondervan. And outside him is Brendan Batson. His cross. Nicky Cross has won the position in preference to Alistair Brown, playing up front with Regis. It was Bob Hazel who was in a tight corner there. Curry wanting to pick the ball up in his own half and start things off for Rangers. Flanagan out on the left, but here's Gillard first. Curry. Oh, would have been, but for the referee. Cross. Roder's tackle on Bennett. Referee gave a foul. And there's Cross. And a good stop by Peter Hucker, goalkeeper whose reputation has grown since he came into the side against Middlesbrough in the third round. He's kept the position, 22 years old. Nicky Cross, who was nearly in there for West Brom. Offside. Regis the target, and he got there. Regis versus Bob Hazel is going to be some tussle. They know each other well from Hazel's days at Wolves. Curry. Flanagan. Stainrod and Allen are in the centre. There's King. Cross. Mackenzie. Offside. Against Regis. They love to feed Cyril Regis through the middle to Albion, where he can exploit his pace and his finishing power. And that was Curry who was fouled. Andy King was the offender. So Curry again. Micklewhite. Good challenge by Robertson. And then by Mackenzie. Waddock for Rangers. Micklewhite. Away from Martin Bennett. Now Curry. Flanagan, Curry, Micklewhite, Fenwick. It's away by Weil, and then Bennett. Now Zondervan. King. Oh, it's a good ball. Regis. King making ground in the centre, so too across and Zondervan. That's King. Offside against Cross. Andy King protesting, but he may have been impeded and spoken to for dissent, but the flag was up against Nicky Cross for offside. Albion, though, are finding some useful positions up front in the opening minutes here. There's Hazel. And it was Weil. Come on, you baggies, the cry from the Albion fans. It's a familiar cry from the Black Country to spur on one of the most famous clubs in football. Bennett, Regis, Hazel. There's Robertson's header out. Bennett again. Cross. Foul by Curry. On Nicky Cross. Regis looking for Zondervan. It's Gillard who was in quickly. Throw being left to Batson. Here's Bennett. Zondervan. Regis. Back again to Zondervan. And there was a flag up there anyway for offside. Rangers back four, getting quite a few offside decisions early on, but can be a risky game to play with the likes of Regis around. Here's Waddock for Rangers. Just being sent back a few yards. Stainrod. Waddock. Gillard to Stainrod. Nicely back by Allen to Waddock. He's got some extravagant touches as Simon Stainrod. Natural ball player. Gillard. Bennett in plenty of space there. Curry began to close him down. This is Zondervan. And now it is Bennett. Weil. Lofted in for Regis, who was doing the greater part of the shoving, according to the referee, on Bob Hazel. So it's Roeder for second division Queen's Park Rangers. Flanagan coming in from the left. Good header out by Weil. Andy King. This is Roda. Bennett in the way. Hazel. Curry. And Bennett again doing a useful job there for Albion, but Tony Curry, 4 players now ahead and to the right. This is Steinrod. Now Roda. Allen hovering, handball by Allen. Rangers starting things off at the back, mainly with Glenn Roda. This is Statham. Came off Curry, and Cross is hovering here. Waving Gillard further forward. He's also got the other full-back up on this side, but the return ball from Steinrod not good enough, and neither was Statham's pass. Gillard. Steinrod. Beautiful afternoon for a semi-final. The sun shining and casting shadows on the Highbury pitch. That was Roda. Then it was Flanagan. And now it's Curry to Waddock. Fennick. Flanagan's dummy. Waddock this is. And he went for a shot when Steinrod to his left might have been better placed. But Flanagan set it up. And the Rangers fans pleased to see their team settling down. That's for Regis. And that's the ball that Albion have looked for in the opening quarter of an hour. Curry looking for Steinrod this time. That was a fairly high tackle by Alistair Robertson. Dived in a bit there, rather. Fennick has made his way forward, and so has Hazel. Away by Batson. Here's Gillard. Feeding it through to Flanagan. One against one here for a moment. Zondervan. John Weil is forward for this. Taken by King. Away by Roda. It's going to come to Mackenzie, back to King. Regis. Mackenzie. Floating it in as King continued his run. Micklewhite for Rangers. Flanagan in a good position over on the inside left channel. Good block by Derek Statham. Albion defending well and finding Andy King, with Mackenzie going hard to his right. Cross also on that side. Referee's played a good advantage. Andy King was fouled. The referee felt the ball was with Albion, which it was momentarily, and he couldn't go back on that. So King is down. The physiotherapist coming on there, Richard Roberts of West Brom, used to be with Queen's Park Rangers himself, so he and Andy King have got something in common there. Terry Venables, the Queen's Park Rangers manager, 3 times an FA Cup semi-finalist as a player with Chelsea and Spurs, and once as a coach with Crystal Palace. Next to him is Chairman Jim Gregory. Ronnie Allen looking very concerned, and his substitute Gary Owen has started to warm up. Andy King looking very dazed indeed. It's a hefty collision there that King sustained with Bob Hazel. But he's back on his feet, but even with a smile on his face. He's one of the most cheerful fellows in the game, Andy King. And his vision being tested there by Richard Roberts. Here's Curry. Micklewhite. Chipping it in for Allen. Zondervan for West Brom. Clive Allen. Loader coming forward, but couldn't find Stainrod. It's Batson coming out for West Brom. Stainrod tries again, this time against Bennett. Beats Regis cleanly this time. Curry. Bennett's doing a useful job in the middle of the field for West Brom. He's blocked a number of the intended through passes from Rangers players. Here's Mackenzie. Beaten by Waddock, who's also something of a ball winner. And Hazel, a nice turn. And a good run too. Allen goes just inside him. Underrated in his skill, Bob Hazel. He's done awfully well on the Omniturf surface this season for Rangers. Fenwick. That was John Weil. Fenwick for Rangers. In the way was Mackenzie. Good ball by Fenwick, looks for Allen, away by Weil. Here's Curry. Here's Flanagan. Zondervan. Mackenzie. And support Statham. Mackenzie looks for Regis. Bennett's header, then Mackenzie on the chest. Regis. Backward somersault was by Waddock, but the free kick is to West Brom. Curry in there first. So, 25 minutes gone in the semi-final, no score, Statham with the kick. John Weil getting up. Zondervan. Tackle was by Gillard. Here's Regis. Hooked in for King to jump. And he's still in there, is Andy King. Maybe he's still shaken by the blow he took on the head a few minutes ago. Otherwise he could have reacted a little faster. Waddock. That's a free kick. Gillard out to the left again. Rangers have got four the other way. Waddock is joining them now. In for Stainrod. Robertson coming out of defence, but here's Gillard. And now Flanagan. Stainrod. Flanagan's cross. Allen's there! So often he scores from those positions. The combination out on the left was Stainrod and Flanagan, but the snapshot was Allen's. There's Mackenzie. Nobody takes chances in semi-finals. Regis looking for cross. Mackenzie's following up. So too is Zondervan on the right. Well played by Gary Waddock. Only 20. Micklewhite. In comes Robertson. There's that strong backbone to the Albion defence of Robertson and Weil. They've played together for so long. Rangers must either find a way through them or else attack the fullbacks. Here's Curry. And again Curry. Never afraid to try the spectacular, as he has in the past, for Sheffield United, Leeds and of course England. They're pushing up for an offside and they've got it. That was Flanagan and then Bennett. And now Curry. Flanagan. So often it's a case of cat and mouse in the first half of semi-finals. Neither side wanting to overcommit themselves, preferring to feel out the opposition and play reasonably within themselves. Fennick. Now here's Allen against Statham. Only to Roda in the end. Then it was Bennett. So half an hour gone and very little to choose between the two teams. Albion started with rather more pace, but Rangers well in it now. Stainrod, the player down the touchline. Curry to get the ball back to Micklewhite. In goes Allen. And he's penalised. Just had 2 pre-season matches in Arsenal colours, Clive Allen, after that extraordinary transfer. First from Queen's Park Rangers to Arsenal and then on to Crystal Palace. Intercepted by Curry from Robertson. Waddock starts a run inside. Curry wanting time and being denied that. And the free kick was taken from the wrong place. Roda's header. Then a good one from Flanagan to Allen, and now Curry. Batson in. Zondervan. Weil. And in goes Waddock. Who, to say the least, can be a fierce tackler at times. Certainly relished the thought of playing on this big occasion when I spoke to him last night, young Gary Waddock. So Glenn Roda. Bennett inadvertently almost to Mackenzie, who gets it back from Statham. Here's Regis. Waddock's tackle, and again on Mackenzie, the second one. Rangers snapping in, denying Albion time and room. Good tactics. Certainly not one of the biggest pitches in the league, Highbury. So they're closing them down rapidly. That was Micklewhite. Play by Weil. Flanagan, Micklewhite, Roda, in for Waddock, and out for Mackenzie. It's Roda who was spoken to by the referee for a late challenge. On by Regis, looking for cross. Precious few openings for forwards like Nicky Cross in the first half here. Defenders keeping it tight, but it normally is in semi-finals. Here's Regis. What can Albion do here with Zondervan? Batson also in the attack. Corner. Weil and Robertson have come forward. Regis got up with Robertson. Curry miskicked. Gillard didn't, but only as far as Batson, the clearance. Mackenzie. There was no flag. And there wasn't then either. Allen. In the centre, Micklewhite, Flanagan, and now Stainrod. Allen trying to go alone, and offside this time. Regis and Cross. Gillard. Robertson away. Roda. Bennett. And the foul was by Gillard. Ian Gillard, who was worried at one time that he would miss the semi-final through injury, but he recovered after treatment this week. A one-club man. 31 years old now. 3 England caps. Try must be retaken. Further back. Glenn Roda. That's a familiar trick of his, that foot over the ball. But he's cost Rangers there because Albion have a break on with Mackenzie and Zondervan, but the ball too far ahead of him, surely. Bob Hazel able to let it run. Flanagan on to Allen. But Albion still meeting the ball first and getting it away. That was Micklewhite, then Mackenzie to King. Meant for Regis, in fact it found Cross, now Regis. And now Statham. King's made a run through, holding to try and avoid being offside, but not successful. King held his position quite well there, but it was Cyril Regis who he was waiting for on the left-hand side, and the flag went up. Flanagan. And again, Allen comes second, but following up was Flanagan and Micklewhite. Nicely done by him. Ball coming off Ali Robertson. Hazel. And Micklewhite again, a good piece of play to Waddock. And Albion not succeeding in finding their forwards with these clearances, enabling Curry to set play up for Rangers. Micklewhite. Here's Fennick. Bennett. And again, two good 1-2s there. And on to Zondervan by Regis, and Batson joins the attack on the right. Three waiting in the centre. Regis in there, Cross in there. Oh, was he blocked by Roda? Referee said play on. Unintentional, according to the referee. And Cross finds Batson. Albion beginning to move quite sweetly again on the right-hand side, but Gillard closing down Zondervan. And very much a first half in which defenders have dominated. Hucker made one good save coming off his line. There was a shot from Allen at the other end wide. Curry's header on. Stainrod chasing. Statham. That's what he likes to do, play the ball early and come out with Mackenzie, who was trying to put Cross in there, offside. 4 minutes left in a tight first half here at Highbury in the FA Cup semi-final. West Brom 0, Queen's Park Rangers 0. Roda. He was hoping Gillard would have been further forward. Regis fighting to get in front of his marker. Zondervan, who lost out to Waddock. Rangers with their tails up for the moment. Tony Curry inside to Bob Hazel, who found a way and found Micklewhite. Now Waddock. Fennick. And Flanagan gets in there, in front of Allen. Well, they're enjoying their afternoon. Semi-finals an occasion just as much for the fans as for the players, if not more so. Zondervan. And now it's Cross, trying to shield it from Roda. His long leg snaked out and won the ball. And that little dummy of his, only to Batson this time, Bennett. King was in a good position and wanted it played inside from Cross, who didn't release it. indeed. Andy King is just making the point to young Nicky Cross that the ball could have been played earlier. Cross is 10 and King is 8. Regis in between them. Here's Bennett. Little mix-up with Zondervan. Flanagan. Curry. And Stainrod coming in. Batson hesitated there. Still Stainrod. It's come to Allen. And now Flanagan and Micklewhite. And Flanagan and Stainrod. What a tangle in the Albion defence. Stainrod. And Tony Curry. Blocked by Mackenzie. On the break, Hazel denies Regis. But that was by no means First Division defending. Rangers had the Albion players all over the place. Good ball by Bennett to Zondervan. And a good tackle too by Ian Gillard. Flanagan this is. Offside. Stainrod. Well, all that happened afterwards was to no avail because the linesman had been flagging for some time. Not that Mark Grew could afford to let Stainrod run. Probably hadn't seen the flag. There's King. Regis. Zondervan. Coming up to half-time. An even first half. Indeed, in the second period of it, Rangers have had more of the play. Micklewhite. And Bennett's back pass. Just snatched by Grew. Regis. That was the flick on they're looking for, but again Cross was flagged offside. It's an orthodox enough plan that to feed Regis down the centre and hope that Cross can run on ahead, but the Rangers defence well aware of the ploy and keeping the line firm. Waddock. Foul by Zondervan. And Romeo Zondervan is booked in his first FA Cup tie for the trip on Gary Waddock. Injury time at the end of the first half. Free kick to Rangers. And the famous Highbury clock tells the tale. Referee just adding on time for stoppages now at the end of the first half. On by Regis. Zondervan. Half-time arrives, as it so often does in semi-finals, with nothing between the teams. Albion started brightly, but as the half wore on, we saw more and more of Queen's Park Rangers. And a half-time score, 0-0.
Hot news every night at 2300 on Viasat Sport 2.
Injury deprived him for Everton in '77 against Liverpool, and then he was subbed when they were beaten by West Ham in 1980. Taken off today, injured, and Gary Owen in his place. Wonder how much confidence Rangers gleaned from the latter part of the first half when they had so much more of the ball, closing the gap between first and second division. was Flanagan. Statham. It's Fenwick. Well, so far a semi-final of contests rather than of conclusions. That was the way of it in the first half. And so often one moment of inspiration has settled matches like this. There will be extra time today if the score is level at the end of the second half. Was Robertson. Rangers still looking for their first corner. Albion had a couple in the first half. Up goes Stainrod. Curry. And it's Roeder now, drilling it back in for Allen. They surrounded him very fast, and John Weil got it out to Zondervan. Tackled by Roddick. They're having quite a match, those two. Regis and Bennett. Rangers playing for an offside again here. Tends to break up Albion's rhythm when they push out like that. Statham. Gary Owen has taken the left-hand side as he normally would. Here's Batson. Mackenzie goes in with Hucker, and here's Regis, and it went off Micklewhite to Statham, who loves to run from there. And Allen gets it down, away from Batson, but not away from Bennett. Batson again. Regis, Mackenzie, Batson going through. Away by Roeder. Mackenzie. Owen. Well, so far they've kept Cyril Regis quiet. Bennett. Here's Owen. The job being done on Regis by Bob Hazel, and so far very effectively. Weil. And that's one for Regis to chase. And this time it's away by Gillard. Weil. This is Fenwick. Allen trying to flick it on, and Statham showing no signs of his recent injury problem. But he chopped away at Tony Curry's ankles there, did Derek Statham. That foul coming 5 minutes into the second half. Bringing on Dave Butler to attend to Tony Curry. And Steve Burke, the Queen's Park Rangers substitute, gets ready in case. Hasn't been Tony Curry's type of match in some ways, in that the ball has had to be moved very quickly at times, and he likes to size up the options, but he's certainly seen plenty of the ball. And Rangers look to him for their more improvised form of attack. Flanagan was the target there. Looking for Regis, and the goalkeeper very calm, turning defence into attack with Stainrod. In the middle is Allen. It's too long for him. One goalkeeper clearing from his penalty area, or from just outside it in the case of Peter Hucker. And suddenly Mark Brew called into action within a couple of seconds. Here's Zondervan. Not getting past players though at the moment, the Dutchman. He isn't finding a way behind the Rangers' left flank, which is what Albion presumably would like him to do on this side of the field. Indeed, getting behind defences is a problem for forward players on both sides here. There's Bennett for West Brom. Zondervan, Weil, McKenzie, Regis, his cross. Flags up. Cross on Gillard, who'd actually read the play well there, the left back. He'd seen the situation a split second ahead of cross. Hazel. Part the fans are playing in this semi-final. Cyril Regis. He's got Zondervan coming to his right. Nicky Cross in the centre, coming near post now. It's come straight back from Roeder to Regis, and now it's Bennett, offside Batson. Applause for Albion from their fans among a crowd of 45,000. Marginally more here perhaps from the Midlands than from West London, but not much in it. Certainly making themselves heard at both ends of the stadium. There goes Flanagan, and here comes Allen. That was Statham. And Stainrod. And Micklewhite. And Wadder. And Allen falls. And Micklewhite can't retrieve it on the far side. A boisterous opening 10 minutes in the second half. throw. So Queen's Park Rangers push Roeder forward. And he returns it to Curry. And Micklewhite. Bennett. Good ball back by Terry Fenwick. Regis. And again, offside. I would imagine Mackenzie, the player in the centre. Mackenzie playing in a more central position now anyway since King went off, allowing Gary Owen to take the left-hand side of the midfield. Here's Gillard for Rangers. And the opposite left-back, Derek Statham, who continues his run here, having fed Owen. Stainrod. Curry. Waddock. Cross was tackling back, but Waddock's back on his feet now, although he goes down again after Owen's challenge. And it's Zondervan with support on his outside from Steve Mackenzie. And Regis closing in, and Bob Hazel able to check him by his presence, if nothing else. Neither player got a real touch on the ball. Weil. Curry. Just behind him is Micklewhite, getting into the game a lot now, the number 11. Looking for Flanagan. Allen is in there, so it's Stainrod! Well, the two clear shooting openings we've seen have fallen to Queen's Park Rangers. Allen in the first half, and Stainrod there after Flanagan had knocked the ball back in. It was bouncing up invitingly for him on the volley. Clive Allen. Free kick. Allen, whose father Les played in the 1967 League Cup final for Queen's Park Rangers when they beat Albion after being 2 goals behind. Quite a cut pedigree in the Allen family. Les also won a winner's medal with Spurs, and young Paul, the youngest ever finalist for West Ham, he's Clive's cousin. Owen, foul by him on Micklewhite. Gary Owen, no doubt disappointed to be left out of the team, but he's got a chance to prove a point now in the second half. Gillard. Mackenzie. Bennett. Brendan Batson, who was an Arsenal player beginning of his career, won a Youth Cup medal here at Highbury in 1971, got into the first team but soon moved on to Cambridge United and then to Albion. "15 minutes gone in the second half, still no score between West Brom from the First Division and Rangers from the Second in this FA Cup semi-final. Tony Curry, who many would say belongs to the First Division anyway, and Gillard, Stainrod, Oh dear. Oh, Cross didn't collect it. Owen did, and was checked by Curry. Scrappy game in parts, as semi-finals so often are. Some of the passing hurried and consequently untidy. But the sense of occasion, always something to savour on semi-final day, especially at a ground like Highbury. Regis, and Gillard away for corner. Well, Albion have got three big men as well as Regis here. Bennett, Robertson and Weiler up. And Robertson came in and the ball went past Weil out to Flanagan. Statham was quicker than Allen. And a whole pack of players coming out now for Rangers. 11 is Micklewhite. 3 in the centre, including Bob Hazel, who's arriving. Appeals for handball from the crowd, and also from 1 or 2 Rangers players, hopefully. Referee waved them away. Zondervan. And here's Mackenzie. Good effort! And a reminder of the goal that Steve Mackenzie scored in the FA Cup final replay last year for Manchester City. He does strike the ball so cleanly and with such power. Awkward as Robertson gets a little push from Flanagan. Some of the Rangers fans behind that goal no doubt still debating the handball appeal against Alistair Robertson, although the referee had no doubt at all that it wasn't hands. Zondervan, little deflection on that shot. The interesting thing about that appeal against Robertson was that one of the Rangers players waiting, had he missed the ball, was Bob Hazel, who'd made a tremendous run from the back. And had the ball gone through, might have made a name for himself. And now it's Albion looking for an offside and not getting it. Stainrod chasing, so is Micklewhite. And here's Waddock, and the referee is blown. Gary Micklewhite was the player who went in on the goalkeeper. But that's a case of the offside trap not working. Albion pushing up the way Rangers have been doing. The flag stayed down. And the goalkeeper fouled. There's Hazel having a good match. Zondervan. It's so tight in there. Midfield players struggling to find space. Here's Gary Owen. Statham coming up from left back. Foul by Clive Allen. Quickly into Mackenzie. And now Owen. Good ball by Gillard to Stainrod and on to Flanagan. And they've got 2 runners now at Rangers. One of them is Allen. What a poor cross. And he'll know that better than anybody else. They had Flanagan and Micklewhite waiting in the middle, and it looked a good break. Regis, and now here's Owen. Scored in the 6th round against Coventry City with the help of a deflection, Gary Owen. Back heel by Mackenzie, meant for cross. Here's Bennett, and here's Zondervan, and Regis to his left. And plenty of Rangers bodies in the way. What you have to say in Rangers' favour is that there's certainly been no apparent chasm in class between the First Division side and the second here. On by Flanagan. Allen couldn't collect. Here's Micklewhite. And it's Albion for the moment being forced back. Fenwick. Flanagan arriving now. Good header by Weil, and that's Curry. Tony Curry's been rather unlucky in semi-finals. He had 3 in 3 years with Leeds. 1 in the FA Cup and 2 in the League Cup. And they were beaten every time. So he feels he's due a visit to Wembley with his club before the end of his career. And Stainrod gets past Statham. He's got some extravagant skills, Simon Stainrod. Beaten by Weil. It was a good tackle. Back heel was by Mackenzie to Bennett. Statham, the player on the far side, as Albion build again. Cross. Owen offside against Regis. Well, one of Rangers' plans was to subdue Cyril Regis, and they've certainly succeeded in that up to now. They've also enjoyed a generous share of possession at Queen's Park Rangers here. On that occasion it was given away by Gillard, and it's Mackenzie for Albion. And Regis coming in now. He pulled away at the back post, didn't get an awful lot of power into the shot, which gave Hucker the chance to get down to his left. But Regis came in at first, then backed off, collected, and just about managed to get his foot round the ball and little more. Backing on there, Clive Allen, the offender. That was Regis. Here comes Mackenzie, and now cross. And what a... wasn't to know it, but there were no Albion players near him. In by Zondervan. Curry's missed it. Well, only 20 minutes to go of normal time, and if somebody doesn't produce something in front of goal soon, we should be thinking about an extra half hour. Here's Tony Curry. Stainrod wants it early. Flanagan has moved inside. Allen is on the far post. And that's Rangers' first corner of the match, coming after 70 minutes. Hazel has gone forward, so has Fenwick. Allen standing on the far post. Flanagan gets in, half away, here's Micklewhite, and only half away again to Stainrod. Nice ball back to Fenwick. Bob Hazel still well forward, well played. And Allen. And Fenwick. And now Micklewhite. And Hazel. And Ali Robertson. Oh, and it's gone in! Clive Allen didn't know much about it, but he scored. The ace opportunist puts Queen's Park Rangers in front. A very good piece of play by Terry Fenwick out on the right. That has to be said first and foremost. And Bob Hazel's presence was important too. But the clearance literally hit Clive Allen and went in. Zondervan. So the second division side in front, and Allen, whose goal beats Crystal Palace in the 6th round and who scored 4 in one match against Blackpool earlier in the competition, strikes again. On the ground where he never actually played a senior match in his short spell with Arsenal. He's given Highbury something to remember today with his 15th goal of the season. Will it be the one that takes second division Queen's Park Rangers to Wembley, I wonder? Just look at their fans. The goal certainly came at the right end for them. Zondervan. And that's awkward as well, and Gary Micklewhite doing well. The ground humming, but in saying that Allen was in the right place, you've got to feel sorry for Ali Robertson. It was his clearance, and it literally hit Allen and went in. Regis and Roda. Well played by Regis, cross in the middle, and Owen trying to get there. And here comes Robertson. It was trying to make up for what happened at the other end. And there was an offside, I would imagine, in the goal mouth. Which is why the referee has called play back. But Ali Robertson there, so desperately unlucky when Rangers scored. That will haunt him for the rest of his career if he can't get one back, which he was trying to do just then. And there are only 15 minutes to go. Can Queen's Park Rangers keep their nerve, or can West Brom impose First Division class and character now to deprive these supporters of a trip to Wembley on May the 22nd? Statham. And Rangers are pushing out again here. Well, to give Queen's Park Rangers full credit, they have had a greater share of the play in the latter part of the first half and in that period in the second, just before they scored. They were dictating things. More than Albion, anyway. Here's Allen. Play on, says Keith Hackett, superbly positioned. And that's a foul. Steve McKenzie. Well, they'll be talking about Clive Allen on the terraces, but I would think Bob Hazel's a man who deserves an enormous amount of credit for the position Rangers find themselves in at the moment. He's subdued Regis, and he's been in the West Brom penalty area on 2 important occasions. Gillard. Back in by Curry. It's a question now of checking the watch and hoping that his side can hold their lead. Certainly the fans behind that left-hand goal are in good voice at the moment. Hazel. Now West Brom going to be deprived again here at Highbury, as they were by Ipswich 4 years ago? Or have they got something left? Like this run by McKenzie, who's onside. And it was Roeder who went across. And now Ali Robertson and John Weil will go back up front to try to peg it back. Good header out by Hazel. Here's Statham. Back into Zondervan. Statham continued his run, but it wasn't him that was offside. It was John Weil, I think. Queen's Park Rangers survived a dicey opening 10 minutes in the first half, but they've grown in stature ever since, and now they've got the goal to show for their efforts, and a foul throw won't help Albion. John Weil, so dearly wanting to go to Wembley at the end of his career, knows now his side are in danger of coming off second best in another semi-final. They lost the League Cup semi-final to Spurs already this season, remember. Stainrod. Gillard coming up in support. But he's in no hurry. Simon Stainrod. Curry. Gillard. In early. Flanagan's in there. Stainrod. Was he held? No, the referee says he was doing the holding. And Stainrod's descent will put him in trouble. He thought it should have gone the other way, but for speaking out of turn, he becomes the third player in the match to be booked by Keith Hackett. Ten minutes for Albion to save it. And still Rangers tigerish in their tackling, complete in their work rate, and high now in confidence. Make their second division status on an occasion like this look a mockery. Stainrod. control down now, as he tends to have in the second half, Simon Stainrod. But it's close. Shielding of the ball there earned Queen's Park Rangers a valuable free kick, for which Bob Hazell has gone forward. Micklewhite to Curry. Attacking Statham, linesman flags, and that's Rangers' way as well. Back in the penalty area, Bob Hazell is just discussing with Stainrod who's going to run where. Curry will put this one in first time. It flicked off the head of Weil. And Albion, the First Division side, are forced back again. Stainrod. Zondervan in trouble. Oh, it was almost a repeat. Robertson's clearance, this time it hit Stainrod. And now Cross for Albion, who's been very quiet. Nicky Cross in the second half. Gets that ball in well, though. Robertson is well forward. Regis. Cross is still in there. Bob Hazell with the hook clearance. Here comes Statham. Tackle was by Gary Micklewhite, who's having an increasing influence on the match on the Rangers' right. Owen. Regis! And for once he beat Hazell, but his header went wide. Arguments between Hazell and the goalkeeper. But there haven't been many times this afternoon, if any others, when Hazell has come off second best to Regis. On the Rangers bench, Alan Harris shouts the instructions. A real nonsense as Rangers lose concentration, and Nicky Cross was the player still trying to capitalise. Well, the nerves may start to jangle back there now, although on the break a foul on Clive Allen gives Rangers valuable breathing space. Just when their back four appeared to have lost the place completely. And the inquests go on back there as Curry lines up the free kick. In low for Waddock, Stainrod flirting there on the blind side. Micklewhite. Curry beating Owen and then running into Statham. Bennett is ploughing his way through here, and Glenn Roeder keeping cool. Just over 5 minutes to go. Queen's Park Rangers with one foot very firmly inside Wembley Stadium. Look at that clock there on a very silent terrace where the Albion hordes are gathered. Can the First Division side pull something out of the fire as they attack down the right-hand side? Streamers littering the pitch now on this side. Robertson and up and under, looking for cross. It was Curry. And this is Steinrod, jostled by Weil. And only 4 minutes to go. Well, you can feel the tension now as Albion try to sort themselves out. They haven't, in fairness, ever played as well as they can. They haven't been allowed to by a Rangers side who harried them at every opportunity and have also put together some good movement of their own coming forward. But there's still time. Weil is forward, Robertson is forward. That was Roda, and that was Waddock. The clearance actually hit Gary Owen. Here's Batson. And Rangers pushing out, waiting for an offside, given not by the linesman, but by the referee, who was absolutely in line. An example there of where a referee can give an offside decision and not have to look for a flag. So, 3 minutes left in the semi-final. Queen's Park Rangers 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. Steinrod on, Allen is closing in here. And it's a corner given away by John Weil, who shakes his head almost in disbelief that he can find himself on the wrong end of a semi-final result again, unless Albion can break away from this and snatch something right at the end. The Rangers fans roaring them home. Micklewhite to Curry. Micklewhite. Micklewhite again. And here's Regis. Has he got one shot left in his locker? Or has Mackenzie? Or even Zondervan? And Regis is running through, offside. The agony of a disallowed goal for both the player and the fans. The linesman, though, was absolutely right. Cyril Regis was offside. And there are going to be some celebrations here if Alan Harris's team and Terry Venable's team can hold out now for what, just over a minute. It's Allen again. Well, he won't mind that with only a minute to go. Clive Allen, who will be 21 years old 2 days before the cup final. And it rather looks as though he'll have something to celebrate. But that free kick to West Brom, coming 30 seconds from the end of normal time, signals perhaps their last chance. They're standing up on just off the team benches there. They just can't wait for the final whistle, but Albion have the free kick. Taken by Owen. And hammered away by Ian Gillard. And Allen chases Batson. Oof. And referee Keith Hackett applies an advantage in Albion's favour. We're now into time added on for stoppages. Gillard for Rangers to Steinrod. The referee checks his watch again. They're aiming at Regis. They've only found Hazel. Statham, Owen and Fennick. Statham Referee says play on. And then what? Handball by Statham. But here's a chance for Mackenzie to float one. And again Rangers' concentration lapsed and Mackenzie tried to chip the goalkeeper. Fortunately for Peter Hucker, it wasn't as high as it might have been. And they're still arguing in defence. They're so tense in injury time here. Rangers a goal up. And there it is. Second Division Queen's Park Rangers go to Wembley. Courtesy of a goal in the 72nd minute by a man who's almost lost from view. Clive Allen, who will be 21 on the Thursday of Cup final week, can't believe what's happened to him. And Bob Hazel was brilliant for Rangers today, one of their outstanding players. He subdued Regis, and Allen got the ricochet off Robertson's clearance to give Rangers a place in the FA Cup final for the first time in their history. His dad played when they won the League Cup in '67. He will now play as they go into the FA Cup final of '82. The man who came to Arsenal for 62 days and was quickly sold to Crystal Palace. His career appeared to have taken a wrong turning, but what a way to turn back in the right direction. Clive Allen, the match winner. Second Division Queen's Park Rangers through to the Cup final, and for West Brom, the sickening feeling of losing an FA Cup semi-final at Highbury for the second time in 5 seasons, and their second semi-final defeat of this season. The Rangers fans celebrate with a final score here at Highbury of Second Division Queen's Park Rangers 1, First Division West Bromwich Albion 0.